Good afternoon, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Chantel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my Shop My Stash, a brand new one. For those of you who have been watching the last few weeks, you would have seen that I did do my very first Shop My Stash, which was really good actually. I really did enjoy it, so I'm about to start a new one today. I did say last Saturday when I did all my favourites from my Shop My Stash that this week I would be going over all the products from that Shop My Stash and telling you what I thought about each product. However, I thought that might be a bit like overkill and too long. So what I have done is I've taken out some products that I know I'm going to declutter, that I don't want to put back into my collection. And I'm going to show you guys them products so that you can know, and then just basically go straight into the new one. So you're about to see some clips of me picking some items, and then I'm going to go through them here with you now. Yeah, so if that's something you're interested in, then please do keep watching. Right guys, so first, before I take you through me picking my new products, I have a little plastic bag here with some items that are not going to go back into my collection. Well, most of them aren't, apart from one, and I'm going to start with that one. That would be the Rcma Powder. I used this once during my Shop My Stash and it came out a little bit patchy under my eyes when I used it to set. So I don't know if I didn't wait long enough for the concealer or if it was the type of concealer that I was using under my eyes. So I want to give this product the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to try it again. Right, so I'm not going to declutter it just yet because so many people have raved about the product. I thought I'll give it a chance. Now, all the other products I think I am going to declutter, right? And the first thing you probably already know is this. I think it's called the Arbonne face palette. It's called the Marble palette. And this was supposed to be really expensive. I can't remember what it was. And I was so excited to use it, but I'm definitely going to declutter it. I did do a makeup look using this palette and it did turn out okay, but this consistency was so powdery that it was so hard for me to use. Every time I put one of the colours down and tried to blend it with another colour, it would just blend out to nothing. Yeah, so I know I'm not going to reach for this palette again. The blush was ashy. This couldn't contour me because it's too light, so I ended up just using everything as like an eyeshadow palette, and it didn't really work well. I liked the makeup look that I was able to create, but it was just too much like hard work. So I will be keeping the lip gloss because this is nice, but this I'm definitely going to declutter it. Right, so this ain't going back into my makeup collection. There's no point really. The next thing, and I'm sure you guys are all going to be like, what? It's the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. A lot of people have raved about this primer, but it just didn't work with my skin. I used it twice, as you can see, so I tried to give it a chance. It just left a greasy kind of consistency on my skin. It wasn't nice, guys. And I don't understand how people rave about this product and how good it is and how it filters everything. And I was really looking forward to using this, but the twice that I used it, the 2 times, it was a no-go from me. I don't like the consistency. I don't like the formula. I don't like how the foundation sat on top of it, and it left me oily. All the oil started to break through. So this is a no-go from me. Right, next is the Nyx Bear with Me Concealer Serum, and again, a lot of people have raved about this product. I have, as you can see, used it maybe 4 or 5 times for under my eyes, and I've come to realize that this is not a full coverage concealer, so that's probably why. So I'm not going to give it a bad rep, but because I have such dark circles under my eyes, I really do need a concealer that's kind of thick, full coverage, that's going to cover it all up, and this is just not it. Right, so it's not a bad concealer, but just for what I need it for, it doesn't work. So there's no point in me keeping it really, so I am going to declutter this. Right, again, this is the Clinique Eyeliner. It's an okay eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. As you can see, it's thin, it is kind of pigmented, but you see, when I put eyeshadows down, it's just not black enough. And especially when you have like the glitter the shimmer shadows and stuff down. To line my eyes with this, I'm having to go over it and over it and over it. It just doesn't work well, guys. So yeah, I'm never going to reach for it again. I have so many different liquid eyeliners that I won't. So I'm going to declutter it. Right, this, the Juvia's Place concealer. I know you guys are going to be thinking, what is wrong with this girl? It is thick. I did use this in my favorites video because I had run out of options on what I could use as my concealer, and it did kind of work well. I think the trick to this concealer is you have to leave it on your eyes for a good couple minutes before trying to blend it out, so that you will get the full fullness of it. So I don't know, it is a little bit dark. It's not really like a highlighter shade for me also. You know what, I am going to keep hold of this. I've changed my mind. I'm going to keep hold of this and I'm going to try it again, just because I was kind of impressed with the last time I wore it. I tried something different with it, so yeah, I'm going to try it again. Actually, I'm going to keep this. Next up is this Ofra banana powder. I was looking so forward to using this powder, right, to set my under eye. As you can see, I did reach for it a couple of times, and with this I got flashback, number one. Number two, it didn't really sit well. It didn't blend well in under with my concealer. I don't know, this is just a powder that I didn't get on with, and I tried it once, it done it. It kind of clung and was patchy, and then I tried it again and the same thing happened. So yeah, I'm going to declutter this one. It's such a shame because I've heard such good things about Ofra and this banana powder. Again, I don't know if I was using it correctly, but I use all my powders under my eye exactly the same. So if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. Please feel free to drop your comments down below, guys, on all these different products that I'm talking about, whether you agree, if you've had the same sort of problems that I've had with any of them, and yeah, or if you have something that I can do to kind of do something different. The next thing is this Nyx the Marshmallow Primer. I only got like a sample size of this. I didn't want to spend £15 on the big size, and I'm so glad that I did that, because I've used this maybe 3 or 4 times. I don't know if you can see it. It's literally like here now where I've used it. So I have given it a good go even. It doesn't work well, not for me anyway. Under my foundation, I find it's a little bit slippery. It doesn't mattify properly. My oil still come through. And yeah, but I've heard such good things about this, and I thought I have to try it. But again, it doesn't work for me, so I am going to declutter it. I'm probably not going to use it again. And the last thing that I'm going to declutter is this Morphe banana setting powder. It doesn't work for me, guys. I've tried it. It's such a lovely colour. This is the kind of banana colour that I do go for with setting my eyes. But yeah, it comes off patchy. It leaves dark patches right here under my eyes. As you can see, it's doing it now. I didn't use this. I used a different powder, but I know why this has happened, because I didn't wait for my concealer to set before going in, and I went in with a heavy hand. So this is my fault today, but this is the kind of thing that happens, but a lot worse, when I use this powder to set my under eyes. So I have tried it quite a few times. As you can see, I've used it. I've given it a good go. So I'm not just going to put myself through it anymore. I'm just going to get rid of it. Right, so yeah, so basically those are all the things that I'm decluttering from my collection. And like I say, drop a comments down below if you disagree with any of them, or if you can understand where I'm coming from, or what your experiences are with any of these products. I'll be interested to know. Moving on, that's out of the way. That's the old shop my stash. We're in with the new now. So in a minute, I'm gonna just cut over to me picking some products, and then I'm going to come back and show you all the products that I did end up picking. Some of them that you would see that I've picked, I did change my mind and swap a couple over, right? So I am going to come and show you the final selection of products that is going to go into this shop my stash. So starting off, I'm sorry if the camera comes across a little shaky. I'm having to hold it as I pick. So I'm going to start off with face powders. That's this side, and everything else is like cream bronzers, liquid bronzers, and or contours and powder. So with the face powder, I did just do this one in the Shop My Stash. So I do want to pick the Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in shade 3. And I also want to put this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder foundation as well. I would love to try the Love Island Revolution bronzer, as well as this new Morphe bronzer that I picked up. Oh gosh, I said I wasn't going to show everything, but here we are. All right, it looks like this. I'm sorry guys, I just washed my hands and I haven't creamed it, so they're a bit dry. I did have this in my last Shop My Stash, so I think I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury one also. And then this is the blushes. I definitely want to put this face palette in, the Rcma blush palette. And then I want to choose a couple more. This really bright Beauty Babe blush, as well as a W7 blush. Nice to have a liquid one. Let's try one of the P. Louise ones. Which one's this? Coral Morals, Sun Kiss Miss, or Peach of My Heart? Sun Kiss Miss. I'm going to put that one in. Right, now going into, this is like my pressed pigment drawer and like mini eyeshadow palettes. I'm not going to take any mini eyeshadow palettes, but I do definitely want to try and put some pressed pigments in. So I'm definitely going to go in with this one. And let's see. Oh yeah, the MAC paint pot in Fabstract. You would have seen me unbox this recently in my MAC haul. And one more. I'm not sure. I also want to include these two shimmers from the Revolution calendar. These were really pretty, so I want to incorporate that as well. So that's that drawer finished. So this is like a bit of everything. So it's got my foundations there that I'm using, some concealers and eye primers, mascaras, setting powders. Right, so I definitely want to pick this one out because I've missed using this. And we're almost at the end, so I want that one. Try this, because I haven't tried this one before. I do want to incorporate this. Is that the right shade? N8? Yeah, this is definitely my shade now. It comes across a little bit cool at first, and I have had some issues with it. I've used it twice already, but it seems to make my face super glowy. But I do want to try it again one last time. And I haven't tried, whoops, I'm falling out now. I haven't tried this one yet, and I'm not sure if this is my color, so that should be interesting. I want to add this in as my another foundation, and one more foundation. Let's add in the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Foundation. That would be good to use with the powders. And I want to try this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. First and foremost, I want to try the Fenty Beauty Concealer. Let's put in this LA Girl concealer in the shade Fawn as well. And then let's try this one as well. That's in the shade 11.5, the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. So let's put that in as well. And then some mascaras. Let's try the 5D Lash Pal Mascara from Revolution. And let's try, oh, I have two of these. I think this is the newer one. Let's try the Dose Volumizing Mascara. I wish these things would focus. Right, there you go. And then one more. Let's put in this Benefit Roller Lash Mascara also. See if we can get some of these used up. Right, so now on to highlighters. I'm going to put in, I've already had this in, although I really love that one. I definitely want to put in the Dull Beauty Duo highlighter that I just got, because I really want to use that. And then let's try these highlighters as well. The W7 Glow Commotion Shimmer Highlighter and this other Revolution one. And any more? Oh, how could I forget? I definitely want to try this MAC highlighter. Okay, so maybe because we're doing... Right, let's put this one back because that's too many highlighters, because I definitely want to try the Anastasia Beverly Hills one as well. Look at that. Lovely. Yeah, so I want to put that one in. Right guys, so next I'm going to pick some palettes from these kind of shelves things that I've got going on in my room. It's not all of my eyeshadows, but because I did ask the question what eyeshadow palettes I should do, I did give ask if I should do P. Louise or if I should do Beauty Bay, and majority of you said Beauty Bay, but one person said P. Louise, and the palette in particular that they wanted to see me review is this one, the Watch the Queen Conquer palette. So I am going to add that as well. And then Beauty Bay palettes, this is some of the Beauty Bay palettes, and I think this is more than enough. I'm going to pick the Sunset Horizons palette, the New Mood palette, because that'll be interesting. I've done Midnight, and I've also done Earthy already, so I'm going to do, what should I do? I'm going to do Jade, because that's a new palette, and I think somebody did request for that. And then you know what, I'm actually going to add in the Nikki tutorials, all right, and the love notes. So this is going to be a couple months worth of Shop My Stash, guys. So I hope you guys are ready. I'm gonna sit back down now and go through everything that I've picked, and hopefully I haven't left anything out. So these are all the products that I ended up choosing in this Shop My Stash. So I'm just going to go through it all really quickly. I'm going to try and do it as best as I can in sections. First section that I'm going to talk about is blush, and I've decided on 4 different blush products. The first one is this Roxy from Revolution blush. I have tried to do a variety of different products from different price points so that, you know, it's something in there for everyone. So yeah, this is Revolution, and I just thought this was a really nice blush palette, and it covers a variety of different kinds of shades for all different skin tones. So I thought this would be nice to incorporate into this month's Shop My Stash. Right, next up I have chosen the Beauty Bay blush in Cosmo. Look at that, it is so bright. I just really wanted to try it out, guys. Right, and I have put in the W7 Candy blush, and this is in the shade Angel Dust, and I thought that was such a pretty shade, guys. So yeah, I incorporated that one. And then we have the P. Louise, the Cheek of It blush, and this one is Sun Kiss Miss. Yeah, Sun Kiss Miss, and this is a shade that all skin types can use. So yeah, so that's my blush collection for this month or months, I'm not sure, maybe it'll run for 2 months this time. Shop My Stash. Next up, it's foundations. I have tried this Be Perfect Chroma Cover foundation a couple of times now. I finally did kind of get my right shade. It's still off a little bit, but I can work with it. So yeah, I've tried this twice now, and it has left me oily. Like, my oils break through a lot quicker, and then after that I continuously have to keep blotting. I've done it twice and the same thing has happened twice. So I did put this into my Shop My Stash, hoping that you guys can either give me some tips or you can see exactly what I'm talking about when I use the foundation. So yes, I decided to put this one in. And then I put in the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation also. And then I put in the Lancome Tentadol Ultra Wear Foundation also. And this really does look really light. But I am wearing this foundation today, actually. So as you can see, it's worked out okay. Quickly, guys, I completely forgot. I put this blush in as well. It's the NYX Sweet Cheeky Matte Blush, and it's in the shade Daydream. It looks like this. Right, I haven't actually used this one or been able to use this one yet, so I thought I would put this one in also. So yeah, I just thought I would quickly insert that because I forgot that in the blushes. Right, next up we have contour shades, and majority of them are powder contours because I really do prefer it. But I did put in this Made by Mitchell Blush Bronze in Blend and Snatch. This should be my proper shade because I did use Toned Up, but it was a bit on the light side. So I'm thinking this would probably work well. There you go. Right, really dark. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. I haven't yet. So that's the only liquid contour shade that I'm putting in. And then I decided to put in the Love Island Revolution contour. And this is in Sun Kiss, and it's a mega bronzer. But I am probably going to use this more as a contour. And then I've put in the Morphe Bronze Show in Cocoa Woe. I really want to try this out, so I've put this one in also. And I did put in the Charlotte Tilbury one. This is going to be more of a bronze rather because of the warm undertone. So I thought I would try and use this more as a bronzer rather than contour. See how I get on with that. And this is in number 4, Deep. And then I wanted to put in the Beauty Bay face palette. I did use this once. I'm not sure if that video has gone up yet, my review, but I definitely wanted to try again because we can use this as a bronzer, this more as a contour shade, or I can try and use this as a blush. I really want to retry this because I had a bad experience with this. And then, yeah, so we'll get into that another time. And then we also have a highlighter in there as well, guys. So I thought this was a nice all-rounder because I always want to try and incorporate at least one face palette in the Shop My Stash. So I thought this would be a perfect chance to be able to retry this. I've tried it twice now. The second time was much better than the first. Yeah, so I'm excited to have this in. Next up, I just want to cover face powders, and I've only put 3 in, guys. And the first one is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop face powder, and I kind of just use it to go all over my face once I've contoured, highlight and all the rest of it. So yeah, I'm going to use this one, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless face powder also. And then for the higher end, I've put in the Charlotte Tilbury because I wanted to try using the Charlotte Tilbury face powder, foundation and bronzer all in one go in one video, just to see how all the products play together. Next up, highlighters. If you saw my MAC unboxing recently, you would have seen that I picked this one up. And I just could not put this in. I really want to play with this, and this is called Lunar Lights. All right, this highlighter is absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. Look at that. And it's not even being picked up properly. And then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter. I'm not sure where I got this from. I think I may have got this in the Let's Face It box. I'm not 100% sure though, I can't remember. But yeah, dying to use that. That is gorgeous also. And this is called Starlight. And just to give you a quick swatch on that, it is so pretty. I don't even know why I'm bothering to swatch because the camera never picks it up. And then we have 2 on the lower end. I put in the W7 Glow Commotion highlight. It's a shimmer, highlight and eyeshadow all in one, which I think is so pretty. Look at that. All right, the camera is just not picking it up. And then of course I've put in something from Revolution, and this is the highlighter Reloaded in Golden Lights. I think this is really nice. Look at that. This one is highly pigmented, and I had to try it because it's got this shift. 1 minute it's gold, then it's kind of icy, it's warm, and then it's cool. I don't know, I love that. Guys, if you're hearing any kind of running water, my son is home today and he's decided now of all times he's going to get into the shower. So if you can hear that, I really do apologize. Hopefully it will stop soon. Right, and of course I want to put in this Champagne and Supernova because it's a double highlighter. There is a lot of highlighters in this Shop My Stash, guys. I won't bother to swatch these. If you watch my Doll Beauty mystery bags, you would have seen that I picked this up, so I could not put this in. Had to. Right, so yeah, these are all the highlighters, guys, all different price points, so I hope you're happy with these picks. Right, guys, I've only put in 2 primers, and that's the Nyx Pore Filler, and I know I had this in the last Shop My Stash, but I swear by it, and I always need one to fall back on just in case the others don't work out. And I've decided to give this one, the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, a go also. And I don't have it here with me now, but I think I may just slip in the P. Louise poreless primer as well, the pore filling primer. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it on the screen here now for you guys, but I think I'm going to slip that one in as well. As for my concealer, I'm going to try the Fenty Beauty concealer as well as the Huda Beauty concealer. I'm absolutely loving this concealer, guys. I did do the full face of Huda Beauty and I tried this for the first time and I am hooked. All right, and then the LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer in Fawn. So these are the 3 concealers that I am going to be trying out under my eyes for this Shop My Stash. Mascaras, I am trying to use up my mascaras, guys, the ones that are already open. So I am going to do the Revolution 5D Lash Pal Mascara, as well as the Benefit Roller Lash Mini Mascara. And then this is the Dose, is it Dose or Douche? I'm not sure. The Punk Volume Mascara. We got so many of these in subscription boxes back in the day, and I do believe it's from one of those. So yeah, this is extremely old. And then last but not least, before we move on to eyeshadows, is these powders, guys. So 2 of them are from different sub branches from Revolution. This is the I Heart Revolution Chocolate Banana Powder, which I swear by. I just want to try and finish this up now. As you can see, this was definitely my go-to, and I will be repurchasing this because this is excellent. Right, and then we have the Obsessions Makeup London baking powder in Topaz. Again, it's kind of like a banana powder, but a lot more rich, and this works well also. As you can see, I've practically finished it also, so again, want to try and finish this off. I'm most probably going to repurchase this one. I don't know about this one. It's really good, so if I can't get that, I probably will pick this up. And then this one, the Revolution Banana Baking Powder in this kind of container. I've never used it, although it looks used. I haven't actually used it. See, the seal is still on. It's still brand new. I guess I got shortchanged. So yeah, but I'm definitely wanting to try this out to see exactly what this is all about. So I thought I'd put that in. And now with the eyeshadow palettes. Majority of you guys asked me to do Beauty Bay eyeshadow palettes in this Shop My Stash, and one person asked me for P. Louise, and I asked her like what P. Louise palette, because majority of people have chosen Beauty Bay, and she said she wanted to see a look using the Watch the Queen Conquer palette. So I decided just to add this in, right, for her, and I will do at least one look using this palette, right, and then the rest are all Beauty Bay. If there is another Beauty Bay palette that you guys wanted to see that I haven't included, then please feel free to drop your comments down below. But as it stands, I am going to use these 5 Beauty Bay palettes. The first one is the new one out, the Beauty Bay New Mood palette. I've been wanting to review this palette for the longest time, but just haven't had the chance. So yeah, it looks like this. I have decided to do 2 different looks using this palette, but I am going to do 2 different looks, meaning the top part, these ones here and these ones here, and maybe mixing and matching these 2, one look on each eye, and then the same thing with these ones down here, one look, and then these ones down here, maybe changing these 2 shadows. And so I do basically 4 looks in 2, so one eye, one eye, one eye, one eye, if you understand, if I'm making any sense whatsoever, right, just so that I can get the full use and review out of this palette. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is a pretty old palette. I managed to pick this up from either eBay or Amazon, I can't remember, but I really wanted it. And this is called the Sunset Horizons palette. I think it was a limited edition, I'm not sure. I also wanted the Wilderness palette, but somebody's trying to sell it for £35, and I thought, I'm not paying £35 for a Beauty Bay palette. That's ridiculous. But yeah, it looks like this. It is so pretty. It's not expired. There's no smell or anything, and it was brand new. I think I may have swatched this shade here when I first received it, but yeah, look at that, guys. So I definitely want to try a look with this palette as well. And then the Love Notes palette that I was reluctant to get because of so many light shades, I decided then, you know what, because Beauty Bay, their formulation is so good, I decided to pick it up. So yeah, I'm going to put it into this Shop My Stash and see if I can make maybe one look on each eye. I'm not 100% sure. Looking at it now, it is kind of a scary palette to use because of how many light colors there are, but I'm determined to make it work. So yeah. And then of course the Nikki Tutorials palette. Alright, I really had to put this in as well. Look guys, the formulation on this is so nice. Look at that. Alright, I can't wait to use that. And last but not least, the Jade palette. Right, so I just had to. Right, I had to incorporate this. I got this in the mystery box. And I did actually buy one, so one of these I am going to be giving away. I'm not sure if I've given one away yet or if I still have this one to give away, but yeah, right, so I definitely want to do a look with using this. If you made it this far into the video, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, especially on these longer videos. I know this video is super long, and when I go to edit it, I am going to try and cut it down as best as I can, but I just wanted to throw it out there that I really do appreciate you guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and before you guys all click off, please, if I can ask you to hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already done so, and then click on the little notification bell beside it, and then click all so you never miss another upload from me. And while you're down there, if I could ask you to please hit the thumbs up button, it really does help me and my channel out, guys. Until next time, have a beautifully blessed day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.